I happen to be one silly pseudonym. Let us try a touch more Nova Drift, just to see what it's like. I have not played in a bit, so this is going to be an interesting experience. What are we wanting? What are we wanting? Could do flak. Could try a torrent build. Pulse is always fun. Vortex is fun. Sword I'm kind of a little wary of with the way it crashed my game recently. Thermal Lance is also pretty good. I enjoy my Thermal Lance build. Let's try a Thermal Lance build. Maybe we'll go for mines. Maybe we'll do something where we keep it on the ship. Let's see what our other options are, and we'll go from there. I was hoping for some experience points, but that's fine. You don't have to give them to me. No. I'll take what I can get when I can get them. Keep burning things with the Halo shield. That does sound thematic. If I'm going for mines, Architect is a long way in that direction, just for that big mine effect. Give it a go, give it a go. They've altered how mine scaling works, so I am curious about that. Rate of fire is always nice. Hull strength is also pretty good. Well, there's Orbs of Discord. I do enjoy them, but there are also mines. It does help to have mines if you're going for a mine build. Hoping you to run into the mine a bit more, but you know what? That's fine. Run into the mine. Need to get a little bit more, ouch, maneuvering than that. I need you to run that way. I need to run this way. Thank you. Hello, supply caravan. And goodbye to you. There is Mine Specialist. Ooh, that music seemed a little loud. Hold on one second. Let me adjust that down a bit. I do believe I will take that. Increases our mine construct limit, but more importantly, increases mine damage, effect, and assembly speed. I'll take that. I will happily take that. Take magnitude to get down to charge shot. We do want charged mines. Don't want the mine field. Do want regeneration. Probably. Do want the armor. Also probably want efficiency. More mine effect means the mine explodes in a larger radius. It also has more little sub-munitions. Don't know if we're going to go Vital Bond or not. Don't know if I want Splinter either, though. The weapon rate of fire down is pretty bad. But, of course, we have to take one to get down to charge shot. Let's reroll again. There's the other one. Do want the increase in speed from payload. Increase in speed from the thrusters, but I want the payload more. I wish payload would also give us an increase in speed, but I'll have to make do with more powerful lances. I definitely want the blast radius increase. Wouldn't mind the burn damage increase as well. Wouldn't mind Defiance either, but... Oh, hello. A little bit of a slowdown there when they arrived. Interesting. I get this supply convoy. I need to remember I can detonate these mines early. I think I want the bigger rather than the concentrated blast. Wouldn't mind Farsight, but... Ooh. Want all of this stuff. Wouldn't even mind this, since that would improve our mine effect. Adds a void to the pool, but I think I want to go ahead and get loaded mines. That way our next boss fight is going to be a little easier. Not too bad, not too bad. More hull would be good. Stabilization's not terrible. There's improved thrust. Better armor's not terrible. I don't know if I want the polar inversion. That might be a bit much. Like the bigger blast radius, but this means that we are pushing them away from the mine. No, wait, doesn't the lance push? Okay, this might be a horrible idea, but we're going to try it. How does the lance affect them? Okay, not as much as I was expecting, actually. I'll live with that. I do want elegant construction for faster assembly speed. Do I have overseer? Faster assembly speed, but nothing else really. Could take shielded constructs though to get that bonus going. Another chance at the Orbs of Discord, but let's just take this. I want this no matter what. It is pure positive of itself. And I can decide if I want to go crazy and get rid of my shield at a later date. Yeah, with Apex Machinery. Alright, Retribution it is. I need you to, yeah, there we go. More thrust is nice, more burn damage is nice. Let's get some extra burn damage. There's the charge shot, and I definitely want the charge mines. Alright, we'll take the charge shot. And look for charge mines when it shows up, because that will help our mines grow quite a bit. None of these are charged. There we go. Wouldn't mind self-destruct, maybe burnout reactors as well. But, yeah, ready to fire up. Lots of good things here, but lose our mine construct limit by 1. Our mines take damage over time, but charge shot now applies to our mine. And instead, it detonates on impact. Okay. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, nothing. I still do not know this enemy's attack pattern all that well. Bigger blast radius would be helpful. What do I want from this? Rupture. Deflagration might be a little extra damage. Self-destruct, it's not the most amazing world, but Burnout Reactor wouldn't be terrible either. Could take Overseer again. Efficiency's pretty good too. We'll just take the self-destruct. Give us more options later. And a little extra damage right away. There we go. Take Revelation and hope for something juicy. Increasing blast radius would be quite welcome, among other things. Doop. There is rate of fire up. Do I give up my shield? I am tempted by Apex Machinery. I hope this is not a horrible mistake, though it almost certainly is. But at least it will be a fun mistake. Probably. Alright. Let's make our minds even stronger. I hope you enjoy the color orange, because you're going to see a great deal of it. Hope I like the color orange. Regenerative shielding doesn't seem all that helpful to us at the moment. Could just take Defiance for the weapon plate, for the weapon plate, for the plating. Weapon recoil doesn't matter. More hull is definitely good though. It's the boring option, and it is probably the better option of those, just to keep us in the fight a bit longer. What are we doing? What are we doing? Exploding, perhaps? Possibly. I need you to be on fire a little bit more. You're not quite on fire enough for me. Thank you. I won't burn out reactor. Bravado is also an interesting option. Let's try and see. The mines don't last as long, but they spin up faster. And they build faster. Okay, just stare there. Try not to run right into the enemy attack, though. That part's not a good plan. That's not a good plan at all. Why not? Lets us build more mines. We're not using our weapon very much ourselves. Movement, armor, rate of fire. Let's get some better movement. Glad to get rid of that shielding unit. Try not to stay in the middle of the attack. Probably not a good idea. This is going to be a little annoying. Yep. I knew it would be. I knew it would be. Where are you going to appear? Over here or there? Somewhere, I'm sure. Just need that over there. And this should handle the rest. That rotation was pretty perfect. I like that rotation. Need to do that a little bit more often. More burn damage is not terrible. Juggernaut for singular strike. How in the world does that affect things? I think it just affects... Well, does it affect the bomb itself? I think it affects the little sparks it throws off, but I don't know if it affects anything else. We'll do corrosion. More burn damage, more better. I need you to not do that. I could take mortars. Could take rupture. Get deflagration. Don't think we're going to use purge too much. That is an interesting option. Wouldn't mind the rate of fire from rapid fire. Wouldn't mind the efficiency boost to our health regen. Not need to do that. Almost a little too clever with that maneuvering. And by clever I mean kind of stupid, but it worked. Mostly. I count mostly. Now I'm worried I turned down the volume a little too much, but it is what it is. I tried to play a game real quick beforehand to get the volume settings right, but it's sometimes difficult to judge even then. Deadly Wake, skirmish, targeting. I like the absorption. Gives us a little bit more defense. I was wondering if they had removed you from the game Singularity. Our good friend, the Singularity. Oh, this boss. I hate this boss. You take away my ability to screen wrap. You monster. You monster. just need to not run into the giant fire bolts and giant fire... I don't know what they are. Yeah, like that. Don't run into that. Lines? Tron lines? What are they? I do not know. There we go. Rancor. Don't know how much that really would help us. Could take purification, lowers our weapon damage, but increases the burn damage. Also gives us a little bit better recovery for our hull. Doubles if we have no shield, but we do have a shield. It's just technically on our weapon, even though our weapon isn't actually doing much for us. Not sure how much that would help. Still, I think the... Does the lance just do pure burn damage? We'll try it out and see. Not too terrible. Should not run into our friend the comet. I am tempted just to winnow this. Gives us a lot of rolls and reduces our size. We don't really care about anything here except maybe kinetic boost and velocity. Let's just get rid of that. Makes us smaller. Gets rid of mods that we're not likely to take. Let's just go from there. Oop, hello, hello. Oop, no, 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 no. You need to go. Okay, you're rotating too slowly. Need to put a little bit more spin on that one. Comet's getting a little frisky. Alright. We're trying. I like the force armor. Could take quantum decoherence. That might be a bit much. Force armor just for damage reduction. Not the most amazingly exciting of mods, but it's still pretty good. It's something. Ooh, do not like you, Shielder. Go away. There we go. I don't think so. Don't think this is a hidden power run. Once again, Juggernaut to try Singular Strike is somewhat tempting despite the significant thrust reduction. The extra hull's not terrible. Could just take Deadly Wake. It is a way of dealing damage. And we'll try a little extra burn damage. Okay. No, the burn damage is for you, not for me. Don't want a mortar. Acid Chism, oh dear. Slipstream, propulsive munitions. None of these interesting to us. Rancor, Blink. I am curious about Blink. Could just get heavy caliber. Does weapon size affect lance size? Can't remember. Blink is probably the safest option here. Need to remember, blink is F. Blink is F. Blink is F. Hello, dragon. Whoops, did not want to do that. Trying to just drop a mine in your face. Mire. Nope. Over there. Over there. Wasn't expecting it to work that way, but I'll take it. Yeah, that was how I was expecting it to work. Yeah, you can just fly majestically over there as you sit in the middle of my mine. That's fine with me. I will register no complaints. Take the rate of fire increase. Now the question is, do I know Star Eater's patterns well enough to survive it? We have the damage. It's not our damage that we're really lacking. It's, well, it's the human factor, let's say. Human error. Another chance at orbs. We get some armor. I want purge to deflagration. The craziest idea in the world. We can try it. It probably won't affect things very much, but it's more damage. Come on, come on. Ouch, pain, ouch. I want some of that experience, please. I do not want Rancor. Defiance is an option. Burst Fire. I don't know how this works with us. There's Deflagration. Armor is probably the smart pick, but I want to see what Deflagration does. Yeah, little mini explosions now. Not horribly useful against some enemies, but against other enemies it's pretty powerful. Or at least helpful. Could always hope for good old Warbringer to show up, or is it Warmonger? War whatever, or... And I see a sun. A bright red sun with our friendly neighborhood Star Eater. I'm not quite sure how to work this one out, but we'll try. Oops. I am not doing very well thus far. Yep. Adding up some nice burn damage there. Glad to see it. Don't like these. Nope, don't like these. Don't like this one either. Ah! Blink away, blink away. Look, I don't hate you, I just want you to not exist anymore. Okay, I just have no good way of predicting where you're going. I really don't. Just want you to stay over there, please. Yep, over there. No, not near me. Over there. Okay. Survived. It's usually a good sign. Do we just try to ruin the build now? I am curious. I am curious. How does this affect things? Modestly. I was expecting the mine to take care of you. That was my mistake. Probably shouldn't run right into the mine. Probably. A challenger. Questionable. Stabilization's always pretty helpful. think I'll take the armor, though. There we go. Oh. Yeah, you can run right into that. Singularity. That's fine. That's fine with me. Glad I'm not the only one being pulled out of position. Alright. It's fine. Everything's fine. Probably fine. Ah. About to kill myself on the enemy shield. That's smart. I was looking at the other side of the screen to blink to that side. Was not paying attention to that side. And then I wondered why I wasn't on the other side of the screen. What was going on? The disadvantage of having a large monitor, I suppose, is hard to keep track of everything at a glance. But it's very helpful when reading. Dual monitor support really does help when working on projects. Still, efficiency is nice. Spontaneous generation is a little help. Well, no, probably not, actually, in this case. I'll take the Juggernaut. I mentioned seeing what Singular Strike would do. In this version, convenient. Oh dear, nope. Don't want to be here. This is not the place for me. Nor was where that comet was going. Nor was that comet going. Wish that shield had gone down just a little bit sooner. Sure. Such a satisfying sound. There we go. Come on. Just need you to stay near that bright orange, spiky thingy. So just take double tap. Sure. Mines have very fast startup now. Yeah, that's fine. No, don't run right into the enemy. Adjacent, adjacent. Okay, shielders don't like, but it is what it is. Glad we killed whatever that was. Let's see here. All right. Situation dealt with. Let's try this singular strike. It might be something, it might be nothing. We'll see. Definitely slowed us down a bit, but we took the juggernaut. But I do like the idea of bigger blast radius. I also like the idea of bigger health pool. That's nice. Oh dear. Nope. Don't want to be there. At all. I've been trying to think of a way to do this in a faster time slot because I often have to deal with pets or help out someone or take a call. I need to figure out a good way to do these things in a shorter time span. I have thought of doing something like just have a run that gets to 1,000,000 score. And that sort of be the natural cutoff point. But I guess, at least among some people, trying to test a build to see how high it can go is a draw. It does make for some interesting challenges when you're trying to figure out logistics. Take the challenge for a little bit better armor, regeneration, health, all that good stuff. I don't like the looks of this. I ask you to go back and try something different. I suppose we can hope they get pulled into the singularity. Well, that didn't go as planned either, but I'll take getting rid of them over not getting rid of them. Did not exactly give me a lot of experience. I am somewhat disappointed. Why are you back? Huh. Yep, why are you here? Nope. Alright, I am liking this deflagration pretty well still. The damage is definitely falling off a bit, but it's helpful. It remains helpful. Case in point, it remains helpful. Oh, hello, cat. No, I know you want to look at the pretty colors moving on the screen, but at the moment, perhaps something else would be better. Twin strike? I don't think that helps us much here. I'll take the core shielding. A little bit more armor is a good idea. Definitely take that armor fragment as well, much for the same reason. Ouch, pain. Okay. Good, good. And not so good, but tolerable. I like that. Love it when an enemy just wants to sit right next to the mine and absorb all the damage it can. That's pretty good. Ouch, pain. Get away from that. No. Glad for that army again. Yep, that's okay. Experience. You can feed the black hole. That's fine. You go there. Sure. All right, we'll take mastery. Just a little boost to the lance in various ways. The higher the level, the longer those shields seem to last. I'm pretty sure it's just a psychological effect, but it's still annoying. They get so much time they can do damage to us. And we can do nothing to them. Not very confident about going up against Star Eater a second time, truth be told, but yeah, we'll see. Okay. Yep. Star Eaters on the way. All right. Whence the Star Eater? Oh, I tried to blink through and I did not. That was not a wise move. Ouch. I do so hate these little singularities. I liked it better when that's my thing. Yeah, I knew I was getting caught out of place there. Still not too terrible for a build I haven't tried in quite a bit. Oh, I beat you the first time. It's a tie. Alright. Not exactly a high-scoring run, but a fun one nonetheless. As always, I do thank you all for stopping by.